Okay, so f of x, let's say, equals negative x plus 4 for x less than or equal to negative 1, and 2x for x greater than negative 1. So all you have to notice is that this interval is negative infinity, negative 1 with a bracket, and this interval is negative 1 to infinity with a parenthesis. Then obviously the domain of this function is everything. So I create a table, and in the table I put a domain which is negative infinity to infinity. I put indeed negative 1 and 0. Negative 1 is a very important point, and I look at and see that there is a bracket facing left and then parenthesis facing right, and they are touching each other. An overkill, I know, this is for 2x, and this is only for negative x plus 4. So I plug in negative 2, and when I plug in negative 2, I get 6. I plug in negative 1. When I plug in negative 1, I get 5. When I plug in negative 1 here, I get negative 2. When I plug in 0, I get 0. That's all I need. There is nothing else. And when I graph, I am very careful not to extend where it shouldn't be extended. So negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is this point. Negative 1, negative 5 is this point. And I'm done with that. You do not have to use different colors. I am using different colors just to refresh your memory that you cannot extend negative x plus 4 to the right, and you cannot extend 2x to the left. So at negative 1 is negative 2 with an open point, and at 0 is 0, and we are done. Now let's identify the range of this function. Anyone would like to identify the range of this function, please? Please, let's not waste time. Can anyone identify the range of this function? Shay, would you like to say something?
Negative infinity to infinity.
So the lowest y value, there is no y value here. There is no y value here. So where is the lowest y value?
Negative 2.
Yes, with the parenthesis, because it's an open point to infinity. Good. Good. Anything else you would like to review, or I will open the, I will share my screen to the book, and we'll pick from there. Is there any other topic that you would like to review right this moment? Look at the notes from last time and tell me if there is anything that you would like us to go to right away, right now, before we start working on anything else. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen then. And this is a review in the book from chapter 2. So what a possibility is, we're looking at a graph and we are asked these questions. Then we are given a graph and we're asked the zeros, the values of this and that. So do we need to look at any of these problems? Please contribute to our discussion so I know what we need to do.
We do number 2.
Very good. Okay. So in number 2, we are looking at this function, and it's graphed for us, of course, and we're asked to find f of 4. Can anyone tell us what f of 4 is? So this is problem 2 on page 344. F of 2. I'm sorry. F of 4 in part A. First, let's find f of 4. Can anyone tell us what f of 4 equals to?
3.
Indeed, f of 4 is 3. Excellent. They also want us to find f of negative 3. Okay, so let's find f of negative 3 now.
-2.
Excellent. And now they want to scare us and asking us to determine f of 4 minus f of negative 3. Not a problem. F of 4 minus f of negative 3 is 3 minus negative 2. So this is 5. And that's done. Okay. What is the domain of function f? So let's identify the domain for this function. The domain of function f. Domain of function f. Can anyone try? Please. I always love to have a conversation with you, even if you're wrong. Just give it a shot. Can anyone give us the domain of f?
Is it -5 and 6?
Perfect. Which one? So indeed, the domain is -5 and 6. Now, what do I put at -5? What do I put at positive 6?
Parentheses with -5,
And
and then the bracket with 6.
excellent.
Indeed.
Very good. Part C, the range. They want us to find the range now. What is the range of function f? From the lowest possible y value till the largest possible y value.
-4 to 5.
That's it. -4 to 5. What do I put at -4? What do I put at positive 5?
Parentheses on both sides.
No, because the
Brackets.
points exist. So if it's an open point like here, then I have to use parentheses. But this point exists. There is no opening here. Perfect. On which interval or intervals is function increasing? So part D, f is increasing on, and then E, f is decreasing on. So let's identify the trend. Where is it increasing and where is it decreasing? Not from what value to what value. No, no, no. That's not the question.
-4, -3.
So from So not from which value till which value. We are
Okay.
reading only on the x-axis. The intervals of increasing and decreasing only relate to the x-axis, not to the y-axis. So let's try.
0, 2.
So see, this is the minimum here, right? You agree that the minimum is at -1?
-1
Yes. So from -1 to
to 2.
exactly. That's the increasing indeed. And they are only parentheses always. -1 to 2. That's where the function is increasing. Excellent. Where is the function decreasing? the function the function is decreasing on
-5, 2,
-5 to -1
-1.
union
2, 5.
2 to 6. Awesome.
That's interesting.
That's
Two.
it. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Perfect. Everybody understands that. Now is the time to say no, I don't, if you don't. For what number? So they're asking us for x. Does f has a relative max? Then they're asking, what is it? Where it is, it means x. What is it? It means y value. So first the maximum. Does it have a max? At x equals 2. And now the max is
5.
indeed. So please understand where at x equals 2. How much? 5. Yes, we read from the point 2 comma 5. But again, where is the location? How much is the y value? Perfect. Good. The same thing for the minimum. Where and then how much? At x equals,
-1.
Yes.
-4.
yes, minimum is -4. Indeed, we read from -1, -4. Perfect. Again, one more time. Location at x equals -1. How much? -4. Okay, perfect. Good, wonderful. Moving on. What are the x-intercepts if they exist? X-intercepts. Now, it doesn't say, but if we are told write it as an ordered pair, we have to write it as an ordered pair. Now, it doesn't say, it's up to you. So let's take a look. Does this function have x-intercepts? Please, anybody?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, at x equals,
-4.
yes? At x equals, yes?
And 5.
And that's it. Moving on. Perfect. Excellent. What is the y-intercept? Again, they don't say, so we're going to write y equals.
-3.
Y equals -3. Perfect. Moving on. Excellent. Thank you for contributing. We work much faster together. Okay. So let's say here I see two functions. They want us to find f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Does anyone remember the name of this piece? The name of this piece? It has a name.
Difference quotient.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Excellent. Thank you. It is the difference quotient. So let's calculate the difference quotient, determine and simplify the difference quotient for f of x. So this is problem 17 on the same page, 344. And then the function is f of x equals x squared minus x minus 4. And they want us to find the difference quotient. So the difference quotient, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Let's work on this for 2 minutes on your own. 2 minutes. Let's see what we come up with. 2 minutes, please. And then we'll do it together. But in preparation for the test, this is definitely a topic on the test. One of them. Everything we discussed last week on Wednesday and everything we discussed today. Please. Maybe somebody should give me f of x plus age when you have it. Let's do it piece by piece. When you have the difference quotient, please give it to me. Anybody?
X plus h squared minus x plus h minus 4.
What?
Correct.
Yes, indeed. Good. Okay, that's first step. Now, can anyone give us the second step? Because we have to fully simplify this before we put it in. Perfect. This is the first step. Excellent.
It would be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x minus h minus 4.
That's it. Awesome. This is it. Okay, let's work on the difference quotient now. And remember, those two steps have to occur. If they don't, something is wrong. We talked about two requirements. If they don't happen, something is wrong. We have to start from scratch. Anyone remembers what were those?
I cancel out. Minus.
Yes, everything that does not have age has to
H.
go away. All those without age must go away because then we have to factor age and simplify the denominator. Exactly. If the terms up here that do not have age don't go away, we will not be able to simplify age in the denominator. Correct. Very good. So then we have this, which is x squared plus 2x age plus h squared minus x minus h minus 4. But then we have minus x squared plus x plus 4. Okay, does anyone have a final answer? Anyone has a final answer for us? So remember, the negative x squared was a positive x squared, and a positive x with a negative x, and positive 4 with a negative 4. All terms without age must go away.
2x plus h minus 1.
Excellent. So now we have three terms at the top. We have to factor out an age so we can eventually simplify the age in the denominator. Perfect. That was perfect. Thank you. So 2x plus age and minus 1. Therefore, indeed, the final answer is this. Great job. Thank you. Okay. Back to the book. Let's say the same functions. Let's say we want to determine f comp g. F comp g. So we have f of x, which is x squared minus x minus 4, and we have g of x equals 2x minus 6, and we want to determine f cum g. What do I have to write first? And the answer is always the definition. The definition is f of g of x. This is very important because if you understand this definition, then you will be able to continue. If you don't write the definition, you may not know what to do. So obviously now I have to replace this by what?
2x minus 6.
Absolutely, this is it. So then I have f of 2x minus 6. Good. Now remember, almost exactly what we just did. This is this, minus this, minus this. And now this piece is this. What is the preliminary step? What do I have to write first? What is the first step?
Two x minus 6 squared
Very good.
minus 2x minus 6.
Parentheses. Yes, minus
Minus
4. Excellent. Now remember, this is very easy to square. Very easy. First term squared minus 2 times 2 is 4 times 6 is 24x plus the second term squared. We've done this from the beginning of the course. First term squared minus 2 times 2 is 4 times 6 is 24x plus the second term squared. And now minus 2x plus 6 and minus 4. There isn't much to do here, but we have to simplify it. So this with this, minus 26x and 42, 28. I'm sorry, 38. And that's it. What is this? Is the function composition of f and g. It's not the function composition g comp f. That's a different story. It's only the function composition f comp g. They would be equal if they are inverses of each other, but they're not. Any questions on this? Okay. Everybody understands these steps? Okay. Here's the next one. Let's say we have a function g of x, which is the square root of x plus 1 divided by x minus 4. We're asked to find domain. Find the domain of g. Let's think for 1 minute. Tell me what we need to write, and then we'll identify it.
I see find which you can't use, which is to 0, right? Or
So which one are you talking about?
oh, I was talking about both. Never mind.
No. So we are asked to find the domain of g, but you are correct. We have to analyze both pieces.
Yes, ma'am.
That's correct. So what do I have to, which one you are talking about first?
I was talking about both, but x, the top one is x plus 1, less than equal than 0, right?
There will be a tragedy
Yes, sorry.
because we
Right.
cannot take the square root from a negative number.
Yes, right.
So never ever negative. So then what do I have to change this into? Which symbol do I have to change this into?
Greater than or equal to?
Indeed, greater than or equal to. I'll get back to it. So now this is clear. Now what do I do with this? Sorry, this is clear. Now what do I do with this?
That is 0, x minus 4
Yes,
less than 0.
the denominator cannot be 0.
0.
Cannot.
So it can't be 4.
Indeed. So this has to be greater than or equal to 0. So now we have both conditions. This quantity has to be positive or 0, not ever negative. And this quantity cannot be 0 because it's in the denominator. Okay, now I'm solving the first one. And now I'm solving the second one. If it's easier for you to see what's going on here, that's fine. Let's draw it. From -1 to infinity. But this one says skip 4. If this one had said skip -5, there's no problem. But it says skip 4. So how do I write the domain of function g?